right, sis, drop some science. Kemetic Hinduism, tell me all about it. Baphomet, what's going on? Let's see the cover of this video, first of all.
So here's Baphomet, and here's, it says the rights to magic, and it says ring of power, right?
All right.
Here's what my research goes by, and I've been researching stuff like this for 10 years. At first, I immersed myself in West African culture. From the ages of 12 to 17, I interviewed people from all over the religions of the Orishas, or Santeria, Voodoo, or Voodooa, or Voodoo. That's actually the original name for it. It's not V-O-O-D-O-O. It's actually V-O-O-D-O-U, or Voodoo is V-O-O-D-O-O-N. And what people don't understand about the pentagram, when they see it like this, they're talking about Baphomet, right? Which is here. It has nothing to do about a pan. It has nothing to do about Satan. Because what we don't understand is that 4 directions is the 4 seasons. 4 directions is the celestial body, the mind, the spirit. The 4 directions have to do with spirituality. The 5th entity is God, or Yename in Ghana, which is only God, which is the spirit and life force. So in the center would be you. If you were supposed to, in the halo is the sun. Everything has to do with the star and celestial body. The Ankh sits in the middle. The cross would sit in the middle. The pyramid sits in the middle. Or the Star of David, the higher and lower self, higher and up, a lower and upper Egypt, or higher and lower
It's just
Egypt.
pause. I want you to hold that thought right there. Hold that thought right there. I'm going to continue recording. All right, so as you were saying, as you was breaking down, sis?
Well, higher and lower Egypt, as far as the Star of David is concerned, that was when the Israelis were under Egyptian rule, and they started to understand their aspect or connection to Egypt. From a breakdown of the word Israel, it means Isis, Ra, and children of God, or Elohim, children of Isis and Ra. Baphomet, what we don't understand, if you don't understand, can kill you. And sometimes the truth is ugly. And if the truth is ugly, you don't want to see it for what it is. What Baphomet shows here is also what a Mason would in the upper and lower hands. He has the health, or what we would notice as the health symbol, which is the uraeus in Egypt, which is a sign of fertility, femininity. The womb, the open womb, is in his hands instead of a sexual organ. It has to do with the only God, the anthropomorphic, both male and female.
Androgynous.
The androgynism, exactly. Good and evil, or evil and good, night and day. The torch of light and knowledge in the middle of the 2 horns. The 2 horns in Egypt are the mother horns, or matriarchal horns. That enlightenment comes from the sun. Now the wings are not devil's wings, has nothing to do with Satanism. The wings of Isis is what we think of angels in today. El usually in the Israeli, religion or faith, evil faith. El has to do with God. That's why there are angels, Michael, Gabriel. Those are all the wings in their religion. The wings are of enlightenment. And so there you have the pentagram. So spring forth from the middle is light. And the ugly face is so you can back off. He usually has female breastises of nourishment and of information. Like in Hinduism, which I practice, my Kemetic and Hindu name is Sekhmet Kalima. Kalima, what people call the goddess of death, is actually goddess of enlightenment. She is the angry version of Saraswati. She kills those who are of demonic energy. And she enlightens those who are in search of knowledge. So before you look at one thing, understand another. You never know. The truth can be ugly. The truth is that we are all part of the symbiotic force in life. We are all part of God. We are all God walking. Every living insect creature feeds off of energy. You have and you play a role in life to love each other, to the earth, our mother, etc., and killing and hating each other is just a part of the mechanism of the devil, and the devil not being some entity but a mindset. What people don't understand is there is 7 realms to this life that we think.
We're on the weakest one right now.
And we're on the weakest one, as well as there's 5 consciousness, eyes, smell, taste, touch, sound. There is 1 realm or 7 realms to each conscience. Yeah. So that Baphomet holds that realm, those realms of the unknown. And magic is a way to get to it. He's the gatekeeper. Once you understand Baphomet, you understand the key. Once you open that key, then you'll be like, oh, is that real? Is that what's going on? Because, you know the colossal squid, right?
I've heard of the colossal squid.
The colossal squid. It just came out to the understanding of people back in 2008. 2008, February 28th, I remember this. The colossal squid. Remember how everybody talks about pirates being retarded and they've seen krakens and shit like that? All of a sudden you see a kraken. Now, how much shit that they say is fake actually is real?
It's real. The kraken, right.
Kraken. Now, Bigfoot. Think about Bigfoot real quick. If you were a primate, highly intelligent, would you want to be seen by people or not? If you watch everybody else get either A, extinct, or B, all these different little
How about lynched? I'd be hiding too.
How about too?
I'm a big black hairy dude. Oh man.
Exactly. You'd run the hell away. So why would the hell? It's not. I mean, a lot of people say it's word of mouth, right? Oh, everybody heard a story back in the day. Everybody around the world heard the same goddamn story. How the hell is Loch Ness over here as Ogopogo and fucking Scotland? You gotta be kidding me, right? So that's what I mean by these realms. Once you understand these realms, you start to study up. And yes, black people are the mothers and fathers of religion and tradition. Once you start to study the Kemetic tradition and you look at every other religion, you will be looking at the same story. Christianity, a virgin birth. Buddha, a virgin birth. You keep going. Hercules, a virgin birth. Same thing over and over and over again. When they say witch burnings, they weren't just killing white people for the hell of it. The first person that actually died in the witch burning was a black woman.
Was that in Salem?
In Salem. The Black Madonna and Child. If you go to Russia, there is a Black Madonna and Child. Right now, the Pope kisses the feet after every mass of a Black Madonna and Child. What people don't...
What is the Black Madonna and Child?
Mary and Jesus.
In the original form, right?
The original form is Mary and Jesus. Philae was burned in Italy because they believed in the ways of Isis, the true goddess of every religion. Kuan Yin is Isis in ancient Chinese. Sarasvati is Isis in ancient Hinduism. What we don't understand is that everyone lives in a Kemetic way of thinking. The Native Americans lived in the ancient Kemetic way of thinking. What they don't want us to know is that we all are the same people. Due to climate change, we had albinos. Due to scarcity of food, we had to move outward, and we panned out amongst the world. And everyone has an ancient African past. It's just that it ain't that ancient. Some people still believe in the Black Madonna and Child and call it Isis. And the Celtics are actually Hindu and Israeli. The true Israelites, the Gypsies, had to run from Israel and stop being persecuted.
That's why they claim they don't have no land, the Romanian Gypsies.
Exactly, because they're from Africa. They're from Africa. They miscegenated into the Hindus who still believed in Isis, and they had to run. They had to run. They're still trying to get the hell out of Dodge. Because if they don't, they will be killed.
Wow.
What we don't know is the Skull and Bones are keeping everybody in order. The Skull and Bones everybody has heard of, or the Illuminati. The Illuminati are playing both sides of the field. What does it mean to be enlightened? Enlightenment means knowledge. That eye that's on the dollar bill, that's on the pyramid, is for your enlightenment. Images in the back of our head are playing tricks on us. We see the truth right in front of us. In God we trust because the dollar bill is what's running this. But the new world order is actually to go in reverse, not to go forward. That's what the true enlightenment is. The Illuminati has to play both sides. The Freemason has to play both sides. They're showing us our religion, but then they're backing up into the dollar bill. They're saying, hey, once you get rid of this, you can have your religion back. But until we still have this, you're not having shit. You're not having shit. Most people believe in a Jesus. Jesus is a way of consciousness. Jesus is not an actual person. Jesus is us. We all have a cross to bear. We all have a cross to bear in this life. And what happens? We get persecuted. We get killed. We get wrapped up against goddamn trees, and we get freaking burned, and we get hung, and we get everything. 9 times out of 10, the white person that was hung is because they were found worshiping ISIS still. 9 times out of 10, what we do not know is what will kill us, or will have us walking around like zombies. One wisest thing I heard from a friend is that everything you see in a movie is real. And then when you think about it, what do you mean everything you see in a movie is real? That's bullshit. But then when you take it into a concept, what the hell are they not telling us? What the hell are they not saying? How come in every goddamn religion, in every piece of the world, they're telling us there are mermaids, there are this, there are that, there's this, the troll, the this, the that. Why? Elves, leprechauns, this one, that one. Why are they saying that? Is that all bullshit? Is that all a fairy tale to make kids happy and they go to bed all happy? No. If you research Santa Claus.
Santa Claus?
You research Santa Claus, that's the boogeyman.
Satan's Claus?
Yeah.
I know he came out of Europe. He has a black
Santa
sidekick
Claus,
in Europe.
Yes. The black sidekick that's on a chain, right? Santa Claus was the first, he was Swedish or Dutch, right?
One of those countries up there. One of the Nordic
But
countries.
one of those Nordic countries, right? But that statue wasn't just to give you presents, it was to take it away. In every religion, there is a giver and a taker. It is abundant, and then it will take it away. See, people, they walk around, they do not know, and I say go to encyclopediamythica.com. That's your first step. Encyclopediamythica.com or .org. Pantheon.org it is now.
Well, you'll post it on my Facebook page when you add me as a friend, right?
I got you.
I could have swore I seen you already.
Because as you look through religions all over the world, as you look through their heroes, their traditions, their rituals, you will understand there is a religious continuum that spans thousands and thousands of years. The first, the begotten child, what is that called? The virgin birth?
Okay.
That first concept was made 10,000 years prior to the whole story of Jesus Christ. Isis gave birth to Horus. Horus has the same year gap, the same 33 years, the same exact story as Jesus Christ. What the best cover-up is that since back in the day they loved to make art in their image, they made him white. But even the Europeans wasn't falling for the bullshit because on some real hush shit, they still worship Isis. And they had to hush it off. This is a whole conspiracy, starting from the Catholic Church and ending with the, Skull and Bones. Not even the Illuminati. They have to take a backtrack to the Skull and Bones. From what I understand from Pacifica Radio is that the Skull and Bones, that's Geronimo's bones. The Skull and Bones had a bunch of shit that they're covering up. You can't never find Akhenaten of the 18th dynasty because what they said is his philosophies of the one God concept, they had to kill out everybody and their mama. King Tut was actually not 13 but about 28 years old when he died or was murdered. All of them were murdered because they believed in the sun, which is actually scientists proved the true God on earth. Because without the sun, we'd all drop dead and die. But also, the celestial body goes like this. Once we leave this earth and return back to the earth, come dust, our spirits that came from not nowhere, because you can't make something out of nothing, goes back into a star. So again, the reason for the Pittsburgh, that it is, we are God, and we go in one whole circle. And once we are leaving this earth, we will return back to God. We become a part of the system and mechanisms of life. Trees can talk. Trees can talk. Plants can talk. Shit, Africans in Africa, when they're going hunting, they can fucking find out.